Are you two laughing at your own jokes? Yeah, we are.
John, it's the Groove Junction. We're back again.
Another week. Love it.
How you doing, mate? You all right? You good?
Yeah, man. Really good. Really good. Really good. Yeah, really good. What about you? You okay?
See, you do it every time. Yeah, really good. Really good. Yeah, I'm really good. You say that a lot. Just really good one. Just go once.
I can't help it.
I know you can't help it. You just love it too much.
It's a bit like them people that have got that repetitive thing where they click a pen, like a pen. They click it like 3 times. They don't need to. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I'm really good at that. Thanks. How are you?
Great. Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. Welcome along to the Groove Junction, everyone. Here we are. We're back again, as always, for another episode of thrilling conversations all about DJing, and hopefully the DJ community are with us this week. Talking about with us, we did do a bit of a sort of a plea for people to get in contact with us, to let us know they're listening and all that sort of stuff. And we've had a few messages. It was mainly along the line of the we'll get into what we've got up to, but as we're in the flow of it, we'll talk about very briefly what we discussed last week around additional kit. Now, we talked a little bit in length about additional kit and what equipment we take additional kit with us. And I was like, I don't take nothing with me.
I do.
You do like so. But we had a message on YouTube. So if you're not subscribed to us on YouTube, go and hit that button and subscribe and get that notification bell. Ping, ping, ping. Yes. So we had a message from last week's episode from Nick. 2K Entertainment's down in Kent. Backup equipment is so important, he says. Always carry a spare controller with me, which is normally his Hercules Starlight. Nothing fancy, but I know will easily do a night in an emergency.
Like that, yeah.
Yeah, I also
They're quite small as well, aren't they? They're quite small versions.
Yeah, he says I also have emergency mixes on my phone, which play through the external mixer should I lose both the laptop and the controller. So yeah, good shout that, Nick. Well done, mate. And then also I had a message from Stephen Honeyball. Mr. Honeyball, he said to me, backup, yes, I take with me 4 duplicate hard drives for the AZ. He's got an AZ.
You think you just do that just to wind you up?
Yeah. We'll get to that later on in the episode. So he takes 4 duplicate hard drives with him. He takes his iPad, his MacBook, which is all get out of jail stuff, really. He's also got a XLR to 3.5 meter jack. So if the beep hits the fan, then he can plug the laptop or the iPad straight into the active speaker.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because, yeah, I've got one of those cables, actually.
Have you?
Yeah. XLR to 3.5 jack, which goes into my phone. So should I need to, I can do that, which is pretty cool. And I'll take an iPad with me as well.
Yeah, cool.
But then I used to take the iPad. To be fair, I got the iPad with me because I run my 8 Labs lights on it. It's there as a backup as well.
Nice. Yeah. So a couple of messages there. Thank you for getting in contact. And if you feel the urge to get in contact, then please, drop us a line and we'll give you a shout out on the show. That's what we're all about, isn't it?
That's it. Well, I had a message in the week.
Yeah, go on.
It's not about duplicate equipment.
Okay.
It does sort of like go on to the subject. It's a little bit raw for you, to be fair. So it was from Darren Kirk, who listens to all of our Groove Junction. So he said, did Matt get his new bit of kit yet?
Yeah.
That was the question.
Okay.
Now, I did answer it for you. I did say that it was, my reply was, it's a sore subject.
Was it a corporate response?
It was
on behalf of Mattia.
on behalf of Mattia. Yeah. So have you got it yet?
The answer is no. To be honest, but
remember, sharing is caring.
There you go. Yeah. I haven't got it yet. Which probably brings us into, and look, we're shifting through this episode really, really quickly. I'm going to talk about retailers, and I'll update everyone about my AZ as well at the same time. But yes, let's get back to, how was your week last week, John?
You know what? He was really busy. He was really, really busy. I was out Thursday, Friday, and Saturday last week. So as you know, Thursday I come over and helped you in Hertfordshire.
Yes, mate. I appreciate that.
You know what? Right, I learned a few things from Thursday. Just on that Thursday, that little couple of hour gig that we did, I actually learned a couple of. I know like, last week we spoke about it. He said, "Oh, what have you learned from me?" And I said about the placement of the speakers. Well, so one of the things that, I mean, I love doing my kids' parties, and I do literally most of the schools here in Johnson where I live. And one of the things, and I always do it on my own, do everything on my own, right? Yeah. And one of the things I noticed when I was helping you, you was out on the floor doing your thing, encouraging the kids to dance, and you know, you was there.
The engagement.
That's the word I was looking for. The engagement.
I
was behind the deck, sort of like controlling the lights through the WolfMix and getting the next song up ready, which you didn't know what song was coming up next, pretty much, to be fair. And the energy remained high for the whole time of the bar. But one of the things that I did learn is that there was a feature on the WolfMix side. Well, there's two features on the WolfMix. There's one feature I didn't know about, and one feature that I really liked that I've now adopted to my own setup, which was the blinder light with the fade out.
Yeah.
So normally I just don't have a fade out. Blinder on, off, that is it. You have yours set to half a second, didn't you?
0.5, yeah. 0.5 fade out.
Well, I put mine at 0.2, so actually it worked better for me. That was one thing that I picked
splitting hairs.
Well, it's 0.3%. It makes a big difference, believe it or not.
All right.
Okay. So there was that, and the other thing was another thing with the WolfMix where your actual keys change colours, which obviously is a setting which I didn't know about either.
Yeah. Have you rectified that onto your unit?
Because I've got the Mark 1 and you've got the Mark 2.
Does it not happen on the Mark 1 then?
No.
Does it not?
No.
Okay.
It won't happen on my one because I've got the Mark 1. But don't know if anybody's heard the latest announcement from ADJ WolfMix at all. Have you heard about it, Matt?
I have, and I can't wait.
Yeah. I mean, they've got a brand new firmware update for both the Mark 1 and the Mark 2s.
2.0. 2.0.
2.0. Completely free. It is literally, well, the WolfMix is great as it is now. It is going to be out of this world, kind of this new update. Now, I know a few of the features that are on it. At the moment, on the WolfMix, if you've got the moving heads on two different banks, they have to do the same movement, like the figure of 8 or a circle. The new update is going to change that. You'll now be able to do two different things on one preset up.
So explain that a little bit for me.
Okay, so you have 4. We have 8 banks of light, so you can have light. So we'll take moving heads in A, and we'll take uplighters in B.
Okay.
So if you wanted your uplighters to do shine all green, and then you wanted your moving heads to shine all green, you can do that. But you can't have the uplighters doing green, and you can't have the moving heads doing red, say, at the same time in one preset. You can't do that.
Okay.
So what they've done now is that they've added a feature in there so that you can now do that. You can now have like the split, the banks to do different things. So just saying you had 2 sets of moving heads, say an Equinox and the Bove, you can have the Equinox doing a circle in blue, and then you can have the Bove doing a figure of 8 in white.
Okay.
And they can both do the same thing there. At the moment, you can't do that. But this new update, you can. So yeah. So it's a massive.
One of the many features coming.
Yeah, there's a whole load of features coming into it. It's a massive update, and it's a long overdue update as well from ADJ WolfMix. It's free. It's totally free, which is another good thing about it. And it is compatible with both the Mark 1 and the Mark 2. Some companies, when they do firmware updates, take Apple, for instance, or they'll say this update will only work if you have an iPhone 15 or above.
Yeah.
So if you've got a 40 and anything like that, it's not going to work, right? So kind of pushing you to get the new phone. ADJ haven't done that. They've literally said, it's just maybe we've got Mark 1 and Mark 2. This update you can have, and it's totally free. So when that does come out, all I will say, Matt, whenever you update the WolfMix, make sure you back up your work first using the W tools on the laptop, right? Make sure you back it up just in case it all goes right and you lose all your work that you've presets, fixtures, and everything. So do back it up. It takes seconds. Literally takes seconds to do.
So any of our WolfMix users out there that say it's a Groove Junction goodie, there you go. It's a Groove Junction goodie for you. So we'll look forward to the WolfMix 2.0 update coming out. And John, you being one of the very few WolfMix ambassadors for the UK, you can give us a bit more of an update when that lands, sir.
Absolutely, I will. I'm just doing some research on it now, and I will fill you in as I know. I'll give you more information when I know more.
Love that. So Thursday you were out over in Hertfordshire helping me with a school disco. And do you know what? Before we get into the rest of your weekend and mine, I've done a few. I've done a lot of kids' parties. I would say this is probably the first school disco for that age that I've done. So your help was really helpful where I was going. But what I enjoyed about it is the fact that you were doing the music and I was down on the floor because we were on a bit of a stage, which I struggle with sometimes being on the stage. And we talked about this the other week when I like, being able to be approached and other bits and pieces. So, being on the stage, you were up top high doing the lighting and doing the music and setting off confetti cannons and handing me glow sticks and all this sort of stuff, which was really good because there's stuff that I don't need to think about. I'm just concentrating purely on the engagement with the kids, which was good. So the staff loved it, kids loved it. It was a really good one. So thanks, mate, for helping with that.
No, it's a pleasure. It was really good. I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it.
Friday, Saturday.
So Friday drove over to yours again, and then we did a road trip over to Hereford Cathedral for a silent disco.
3 hours and 20 minutes.
3 hours and 20 minutes. You know what? It didn't feel like 3 hours. I think because I haven't done a silent disco with you since November of last year.
Yeah.
So I know we talk on the Groove Junction, we talk on the phone and this, that, and the other throughout the week, but then we did talk a lot about everything on the way to Hereford.
Yeah, let's not bore everyone with a 3.5 hour conversation that we had.
Well, to be fair, you was ripping me apart even in the car as well, as much as you do when you do it here. We was driving along very quickly, and out of nowhere, a mountain appeared. It was a mountain. It appeared, and we was having this argument whether it was a mountain or a hill. It was a mountain.
Hill.
It was a mountain. So silent disco, really, really good. Was it 800 people? 900 people?
Yeah, 800. Yeah, 800 Hereford.
Yeah, and it went really, really quickly for me. And I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, another good night. Yeah, we only do one a year at Hereford. That was the third one we've done, and it was triple decade show, one session. Yeah, it was a good night, really good night. And we had once again we had people that have come to silent discos in other locations with us, who know us and will come up and say hello. And
I love that when they come up and say hello.
Yeah, and in particular, I'm going to shout him out because I know he listens to us and he loves it. But Luke lives down on the south coast, but he will travel around the country and will come to the silent discos. And I'd like to. I'm not speaking on behalf of Luke, but I'd like to think it's because he loves the nights, he loves the energy, he loves the shows that we put on. So he was in Hereford, and then on Saturday night, he was in front of me again down in Portsmouth.
Wicked.
Yeah, so that was
nice guy, really nice guy as well.
Yeah, so I did Friday night in Hereford, and Saturday night in Portsmouth, and you had something Saturday night as well.
Yeah, I had a 40th birthday in Chelmsford, which was really, really good, high energy all night. Dance floor was busy all night, and look, it was one of those parties when you kind of think, oh, what time is it? You have a look at the time, like, oh dear, I've only got half an hour left. Where's the night gone? It was one of them. It flew by. So yeah, it's really, really good. Really good. Really enjoyed it.
Excellent.
yeah, and then Sunday was pretty much a family chill out.
Always.
Yeah, bit of Xbox, bit of housework.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sort of thing. It was good. And then obviously back to normal today.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so at the Portsmouth show we did the Decades one again, but we had a very late call up was Sir Francis, who we had on the show
Sir Francis.
a couple of weeks ago. I gave him a bit of a shout because I know he lives sort of down that way, not 2 million mile away from Portsmouth, and I was like, look, are you free? I've had a bit of a dropout. Did you want to jump on board? And he did, and he loved it. And if you're not following him on TikTok, go and follow Sir Francis. And he did a very short gig log on it. Yeah, he had a good night, and I've booked him in for a couple more. Yeah, because he liked it so much, which is
Brilliant.
good.
Love that.
Good. Yeah, so I want to touch on this one because everyone knows the saga that I've been going through with my AZ. So yes, I am trying to get hold of my AZ. I tried to get it. I ordered mine at launch, and still not got it. And I purchased it from a retailer. But I'm not gonna get into the whole naming and shaming element to it. But this goes inside, or this conversation will go alongside potentially the Pro Mobile Awards, because there is a big category in the Pro Mobile Awards, which is the Retailer of the Year. There are a number of stores, retailers in there, so I'm just going to shout them out now. So the Pro Mobile Awards for 2025, there is a number of retailers of the year. We've got Phase One, we've got Bop DJ, we got CRS1, we got DJ Kit, we got DY Pro Audio, we've got Tech for Music, we got West End DJ, we got Glasgow Sound Centre, we got Prebeat, we got DJ Supplies Sound and Lighting, we got Inspiration Sound and Light, Simply Sound and Lighting, the Disco DJ Shop, and RSD Music.
Wow, that was a load of retailers.
That is a lot of retailers. So let's pick the bones out of that. Okay. Where'd you start?
Well, I've used a few of them.
Have you?
To be fair, yeah, I've used a few of those on the list there.
I've used 3.
Yeah, I've probably used maybe 3, maybe 4 of them, maybe.
Yeah.
On there. And I have to be honest.
Yep.
I have not had any issues with any of those retailers. Now, it wasn't an issue. My item turned up. There was one retailer, again, I'm not going to name and shame. They sent the package in like cling film type wrap, so you could see what the item was. And it doesn't really bother me too much, apart from the fact that my wife now knows what I bought. Now, normally, if it turns up in a cardboard box, I'd say, it's just glow sticks up, and that's it. I'll get away with it. But now, I did, again, I didn't name and shame, but I did do a little TikTok. This was last year. And the company obviously saw my TikTok, got in contact with me the same day, told me the reason as to why and how this had happened. Yeah. And said that it would never happen again, which is fine. Right, absolutely fine. It was the fact that I hadn't contacted the company. So they saw the video on TikTok. Yep. And they went out of their way to find me and contact me and tell me, which I thought was, yeah.
I think that's one. Okay, is that the power of social media? Probably is, but I know that the bigger company, not so much the small retailers or big companies, have got people monitoring all of those social media feeds. So you could go on to X, bash a retailer. I'm not talking about the DJing community. I'm talking about anybody in any life. And because you jump on that bandwagon, they're very quick to come back.
Yeah.
And potentially offer you something because you're sort of bad mouthing them on social media.
I get that. I mean, I didn't call them out. I didn't name them. They knew it was them. And I wasn't nasty in my video. I just sort of said, am I overthinking this? Am I, being too dramatic in this, and then turn it into sort of more of a joke sort of thing. But the company, as I say, they reached out, they apologized, they gave the reason why I said it never happened again. and it's never happened again since. And I use them quite a bit. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So obviously, probably one of the big news that happened last week in relation to the retailer side of things is DJ Kit. Now, did you see the post about DJ Kit?
I did see the post about DJ Kit.
So if people aren't aware, so DJ Kit, I think they won the award, the Retailer of the Year in 2024 with Pro Mobile last year. But DJ Kit have been going for 20 years, and they made an announcement that things are changing within their organisation, and they've sort of gone offline a little bit before they do a bit of a relaunch with a new investor.
Yeah, there was this announcement, and there was also see, I emailed DJ Kit on Friday when I heard I saw the message on the Thursday, and I emailed him on the Friday saying, "Oh, there's a lot of things going on social media saying that you've closed down. Is this the case?" Simple question. And to be honest with you, I was not expecting a reply.
Did you get a response?
I did.
Oh, okay.
I did get a response. I can't tell you what the response. Well, I can. Basically, along the lines of, "It's fake news. We haven't closed down.
Oh, right.
We are restructuring and moving premise." That was the reply I got. So
let me read their statement. It says, "News from DJ Kit. After 20 years of serving the DJ community, we're entering a new chapter. Our passionate new private investor has joined forces with our founders to reshape the business and take the brand forward. We're moving to new premises and working hard to fulfill all orders with minimum disruption. By March, expect a relaunch with a fresh brand and website. Thank you for your support, and we push forward into this exciting new phase. Stay tuned for more."
Okay. So they also got a private, another investor in the company for whatever reason. They're going off on a new tangent with it or whatever. So my question is, if you've ordered something in the week or whatever prior to this announcement, and you still haven't received your goods that you've paid for, where do people stand on that? Do you know?
I have no idea.
No, because that's an interesting one.
I have no idea.
Because I know if you was to buy items or products, holidays, that sort of thing, if you buy it on a credit card or PayPal,
you're good.
You're good.
But that's if the company goes down and doesn't resurface again. What they're saying in that statement is that they are rebranding. They're going to fulfill the orders. It's just going to take them a bit of time.
So when you rebrand, so for argument's sake, they were DJ Kit, and now they're going to be called Kit for DJs.
Okay, yeah.
Right? No,
but yeah.
Yeah, it's a different title.
Yeah.
On paper, it's a different company.
Yeah.
Do you reckon they're legally, I'm asking you like you should know, but
I have no idea.
Yeah, I wonder if they're legally obliged to fulfill the orders that have already, because people will have receipts.
Yeah, for sure. Sure. I just don't know. I just think it's obviously the reason I wanted to talk about retailers, one, because obviously I've been waiting a long time for my thing, but I think that's more of an alpha theta issue rather than import Brexit. You could label it anything these days.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
The fact that they had to send it all back and do a whole new update on the system because they found issues with the controller. Regardless of that, I think there is for us in our industry, there is only a very small number of retailers that are scattered in all four corners of the UK. Okay, and I'm talking UK brands. I mean, I know some of us do go and get equipment from China or from the US or wherever, but in the sense of going into a shop or going into a store, a warehouse, however they've set it up, you're able to see things, you're able to feel things, you're able to play around with stuff. You can't do that, and because of such a small number, this news is quite big, I think.
Yeah. It's
like
big news. It's big news
for the community, because it's like, are they going to come back?
Well, this is it.
They're saying, like, I tested the phone numbers today, and the phone numbers are just basically saying that we're unavailable.
Right. Okay. That's funny because actually got, and it didn't look like an auto-generated email either. The way it was written, you know.
All I did was, because I knew we were going to talk about this today. I just tried the phone number to see what happened.
Yeah,
and it was literally, I'm sorry, but we are closed. We are moving into a new era. Blah 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 blah. But yeah,
I think we're just going to have to wait and see what the latest news is. As for them to make an announcement and see where we go.
So in relation to the retail of the year, then for the Pro Mobile Awards, you said that you've used a couple of these, 4 of these. I'm not going to ask you to vote. I've
already voted.
No, I know that, but I'm not going to ask you for who stands out for you. Is there any? For me, there is one missing on here.
I agree. There is.
I don't know why.
Hope it's the same one I'm thinking of.
I'm an Essex lad, but live in Hertfordshire, and you're an Essex guy, and live in Essex. And ultimately, there's the
DJ Superstore.
DJ Superstore's not there.
Not there. And going back to what you just said about the DJ kit going, it's a shop, a warehouse, whatever it is. I'm very fortunate where I live. I'm 20 minutes from DJ Superstore. So if I want to go down and have a little play with a bit of gear, the guys in there, Darren, Steve, they'll let you. If I said to them, look, I need to have a look at this light, they'll get it out of the box for me, let me play with it in the light room. If I want to have a go on the controller, they'll either give me a USB stick or take my own, and I can have a go and play. I want to try speeds. That side of it. And that is what I liked about what Stephen Honeyball did at the Photo Expo, the Photo Booth Expo in London. Where, West End, he went into DJ, he teamed up with West End DJ.
Yeah. And
then they had all that stuff upstairs. And that's where you tried the AZ, wasn't it? That was the first time you tried it. And, well, there you go. You fell in love with it straight away. So, and if these shops do go, you are kind of relying on someone, first of all, to bite the bullet and get it and hopefully do a good review on it on YouTube or wherever, so you can see what it is. But if you're like me, and I like to have a little play with, like, if I'm spending £2,000-3,000 on a controller, I want to have a little go first.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When you go out and buy a 20 grand car, they let you have a test drive. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it. I just hope retailers continue, and I know we're going through tough times, and all of that side of things, and it must be tough for the retail community because they're fighting such a small target market audience for their business, and there is a few of them, and obviously with the news about DJ Kit last week, it'll be interesting. But yes, so as always, and I'm going to put it here, nominations for the Pro Mobile Awards. Click on the link and you can do all your voting. Once again, you can vote for the Gear Junkie. You can vote for the Retail of the Year. You can vote for the Lighting Product of the Year. And you can also vote for the DJ of the Year. But let's not flog that horse anymore because we've done that today.
You know what would be really funny is if you won it.
Yes. Vote here.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Nudge, wink, wink.
Wing, wing. John, should we have a break?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Let's have a quick break.
Go on then, do it.
To the break.
Welcome back, John. Thanks for coming back as well. It's always a pleasure when you disappear, and then
disappeared.
And I'm thinking to myself, are you going to come back? And you do.
I'm gonna turn up, mate. I turn up. I'm here.
I'm gonna big shout out to you, John. Big shout. I'm gonna do a big shout out. Yeah.
Go on then.
We are rocking the branded jackets tonight, sir.
You know what, mate? I put it on today and I thought, you know what? In the unlikely event that it gets hot in my office.
Yeah. You got the polo underneath as well. Look at you.
Full on, mate.
Full on. That far, but yeah, man, we're rocking the merch.
Loving it, mate. Loving it.
Excellent.
I think it's important as well. Not necessarily. I mean, obviously the Groove Junction stuff that we've got, which is great, and little muffins on here, and all the other bits and pieces we got that we have branded up.
Yeah,
I do think it's important to be branded up when you go out to a gig, especially on the setup. On the setup, right? I'm not saying that because I'll wear it if I do a wedding. I'll wear a suit in the evening. I'll wear a suit, shirt, love it. I like to look smart. If I do a kids' party, I just wear a polo t-shirt with my company name on it. I think it looks a lot smarter, personally. Now, I know there are other DJs that don't, they have their own dress code policy, if you like, if you want to call it that. I just think it looks smart.
Yeah, I don't know where to start with this. I think I am a little bit of the believer that less is more. And there's probably people going, how can you say that? I've seen your DJ booth, it's got your name written across the front of it. That's the only thing I have. Like, unless it's a kid's party, I'll wear a polo with my name on it. But other than that, I won't. Like, if it's a wedding and stuff, no.
Yeah,
I will not have any branding.
No, I mean
whatsoever.
The only things I've got branded is my clothing. I don't have a scrim with my company name on it or anything like that. I do have a roller banner actually, which I'll put out at a kid's party or an outdoor event like a school fete or something like that.
Yeah.
But other than that, that is the only branding I have is.
Even with a roller banner, I'm like, I know you got one, but I'm like, nah.
Yeah, but then I would only put them out like
a school fete or something. I think
like
it's yeah, totally. When you got people walking past you,
I wouldn't do it at a wedding or anything like that. You know, and I wear branded clothing when I'm setting up, like jeans and a polo shirt, so people know who you are. Because there's other suppliers there when I go in there and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it could be the cake maker, the balloon artist, photographer or whatever. But then I'll get changed into, shirt, suit, whatever it is afterwards. I don't actually have any of my equipment branded.
No,
I don't have any of that. I just think it looks smart, turning up.
Well, the Groove Junction jackets, mate, they look amazing. Really like it. Thank you, mate. Thanks for the prep, dude.
For you, mate.
Thanks, mate.
No worries.
As we were talking about weddings and stuff, last month you did a wedding fair at a venue. Now there may be mobile DJs that want to look to start cracking that market, or people that don't actually know what goes into wedding fairs. So talk to me about the processes of you plotting up in a wedding venue and setting up and approaching people. Talk to me.
Right. So basically what you want to do, you want to showcase yourself and your equipment, show people what you can offer them on their big day. Okay. Now, the DJ setup is like the DJ is like the main entertainment in the evening. So with me, I go in, I do depending on how much space. Now, wedding fairs, sometimes you only get 6 foot. Other times you could have 12 foot, 8 foot. I was very fortunate. The last one, I had like 16 foot. So I literally put out a full rig. I had a full rig. I had an LED backdrop, and I had some flyers made up and business cards and all that sort of thing. And then what I do then is I just have I had the mirror ball on, so I had the mirror ball shining, so light shining on the mirror ball. I had a couple of moving heads, slowly sweeping around the room, and then uplighters all down the room as well, right? So it benefits everybody, the uplighters.
Yep.
And then I just had some very low background music, sort of dinner music type, easy stuff. And I literally put it on WolfMix and left it to run. So, but it was loud enough for people to hear, but not too loud that you couldn't have a conversation.
Yeah, for sure.
So anyone that walked past, I said hello to every single person. Hi there, how you doing? Are you having a nice day? Blah, blah, blah. Try and get them. Don't just like let them walk past, because that's potentially a booking.
It's a booking gone.
It is, yeah. They just say, hi, how's your day? You having a good day? Whatever. You strike up a conversation with them. And you tell them about everything that you can offer. Now, if you do packages, like if you do like a basic DJ setup, or you can have this package, you get all of this, and blah, 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 and explain it to them. And then sort of say to them how you do your process. Now, this is another thing that leads on to people building up a trust with a potential client is follow-ups afterwards, the communication with them. Okay, so I took a number of inquiries. When I come back to my office, I sent all of them a thank you email because I took their details down. I asked them for their telephone number and their email address and when they're getting married. And I sent them a link to my website and said thank you for talking to me. Have a good day, blah, 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 blah. Now, luckily for me, 3 booked. And they booked the top package. All right? And one of them wasn't even for the venue I was showcasing. So one of them actually came to the venue I was doing the thing because they'd seen me on TikTok, knew that I was going to be there, but wanted to book me for another venue for next year.
The power of social media.
Social media is, it's very, very powerful. Now, obviously, I did have to pay a little bit of money to have a stall there.
Okay. Are you willing to disclose that?
Yeah, I mean, so I paid £190 for my stall.
To be able to set up there.
To be able to set up there.
But you've generated 3 bookings with deposits done.
3 weddings, 2 proms, and a 40th.
All right, yeah. So that 190 quid is a drop in the ocean.
It is. Now people think why should I pay all that money? It's a lot of money to pay. Yeah, it is. It is quite a lot of money to pay to have a little store just to set up your stuff because you may not get anything off of it. But then on the split side of that,
surely the chances of you not getting anything,
but it's pretty slim.
Yeah,
it's pretty slim.
Listen, I've never never been to a wedding fair. 2, never even thought about doing the wedding fair thing.
It's not everyone's cup of tea, to be fair.
Yeah, listen. There's wedding DJs, and that's all they concentrate on. And I understand that. That's from a DJ perspective. That's where the money is. It's not in clubs. It's not in silent discos. It's not in private birthday parties. The money is in the wedding industry. All right,
there's a lot of money. The thing is, when someone gets married, hopefully they're only going to get married the once, right? And they are going to, yeah. Well, so hopefully, I did say hopefully.
Okay.
Right? And they will spend a lot of money on their wedding. They want the chocolate fountain, they want the balloon arch, they want the photo booth, they want the, whatever it is, little extras, magicians. They want all of that because they want that day to be memorable. So when you break it down, I mean, I spent just shy of £20,000 on my wedding. Okay. But when you break it down, I mean, to be fair, I got the DJ.
Money in 1977, wasn't it? That's a lot of money in 1977.
Not that old, Matt. I'm still younger than you, mate. Your wedding was in black and white, wasn't it?
Which one?
But no, it's when you look at how much the DJ is, as a rough price, if you like, an average price, next to hiring out the venue and all of that, it's quite small.
Yeah,
you got the biggest part of it. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I took a number of bookings for weddings and other events as well. It cost me 190 quid. It was only 4 hours. I got free tea and coffee. So I think it was worth it. Yeah.
Ultimately, what you're saying is it was worth the effort.
It was for me. It was definitely worth it for me. And then the following on the Monday after the show, the actual event organisers got in contact with me, talking about another 4 wedding shows that are happening this year. But unfortunately, 3 of them I can't do because they're 2-dayers, and I have all other engagements and stuff. So I've got one to do, which is a big one. The footfall is around about 1,000 people for the day.
Okay.
Which is a lot of people. It's in Essex, yeah, it's in Essex. It's the Chelsea City Racecourse.
The Chelmsford City Racecourse.
Yeah, which is in the Great Leys area. So yeah,
I know it well.
That one's a little bit more expensive though. That one, to be fair,
is it purely because the amount of footfall that's coming through?
Just because of because of the size of it,
and no doubt. So the wedding fair that you've recently done, you were the only DJ.
I was the only DJ, so I did have the advantage there. To be fair,
however, I'm guessing with the other
bigger one,
there's going to be
three. There's me and two others. Okay, but my prices. I don't know who they are. I'll find out on the day. I don't know who they are. Good ask. I could ring them up and ask them, but
if you are listening to the Groove Junction and you are one of those people, let us know.
Yeah, I mean, my prices are my prices. My prices are on my website. You know, I'm not going to go out there and I say, oh, such and such can do this for blah blah. What you know, because I may have already taken a booking with another bride and group.
Yeah.
You know, my set fee, and then that's all. Oh, he's doing it £50 cheaper. Can you match that?
No.
You know, it's a tough one. You don't want to undercut. You don't want to undercut anyone.
Don't budge on that.
No, I've got my price. My price is, you know, the price is for whatever it is, the equipment and my time, you know, and I think I'm worth that money.
Absolutely.
You know, so yeah. So that's the wedding fair, and I do enjoy them. I do enjoy it because it is a way, because obviously 9 times out of 10 they're in the daytime. Everyone can see my equipment. That's what they come to look at. It's like buying a new car. They come and have a little look around. I mean, one group said, "Can I have a look behind the desk? See what you got behind the desk." I said, "Yeah, mate. I had a cup of coffee, I had a slice of cake, and a shortbread biscuit."
No DJ equipment.
Yeah, no DJ equipment. But no, he's really nice. But you can actually talk to someone face to face. Now, since lockdown, we can do Teams calls and Skype calls and all of that sort of thing. And you don't really see face to face anymore. Really, it's easier to just do a FaceTime rather than take an hour out to go and meet down the pub or a cafe and have a drink and then catch up or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I'll do a FaceTime call. You don't get that kind of personal level of interaction.
It's quite a big study in relation to face-to-face contact rather than contact like we're having now through a screen. It's probably why you enjoyed the 3-hour drive to Hereford so much, my friend.
Well, I think I think it was it was an experience.
Oh God, here we go.
No. I won't put you down, mate. I won't put you down.
Because if you start on me, it's going to get 10 times worse.
Well, I learned that very early on.
Yeah, you did, John.
I mean, we've been going 6 months and 1 week now.
Yes, we have indeed. There's no party poppers tonight, sir.
No, there's not. No. But yeah, I enjoyed the wedding fair. I did enjoy it. And I think that if it is something that you want to do, there are big companies or there are venues that do independently hold them. Go and ask them.
Yeah.
Say, look, I hear having an open day, are you looking for a DJ that, I'm a DJ or whatever, can I come in? But yeah, you've got nothing. What you got to lose? 4 hours of your day.
Yeah. Good shout. So if you're looking to do that, you want any advice, John's your man. Get in contact with him.
I've only done one, to be fair. Probably not the best person to get advice from.
Well, you never know.
Well,
we're here for that.
Well, yeah, go on. Give me a shout out, and then I'll give you the number of someone who knows better than me.
Right up now. There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
It's DJ John Colley at thegroovejunction.com. There you go. That's the email address if you want to.
That's it. I'm going to have loads to read next week now. I can just feel it in me walls. Because wedding season's not far away.
Wedding season is coming. I would say March time. It starts to roll in.
Yeah, so usually sort of get Easter out of the way, don't they? And that's when it all starts. Like
the big ones.
The big ones start coming rolling in, and then you always get that late one. Or I'll get married next week, and I forgot about the DJ. I've only got £150 to spend.
I know.
That sort of thing. I've done weddings like that. They said they were on a budget, and you turn up, and they got a £400 chocolate fountain, and some ice sculpture.
Not great, is it?
No, it's a bit of a kick in the teeth, really. But you get over it.
Yeah,
I got over it. I had a good night. I had loads of chocolate strawberries.
Yeah. On ice.
Yeah.
So, okay, cool. Nice. Nice little chat about wedding fairs. Love that. Right, I'm going to talk about DJs. Obviously, because this is a DJ podcast. As you are aware from this podcast, and people are aware on this podcast, I do the DJ bookings for silent discos in incredible places. So I have a network of DJs that I book in for the silent discos around the country. And I've now been asked to do the Australian tour. Oh, indeed. However, I'm not going to Australia. They're not sending me to Australia. I'm just liaising with the DJs in Australia who are going to be covering the 8 shows that we're doing. We're doing Brisbane. We're doing Sydney for 2 days. No, Brisbane for 2 days, Sydney for 1 day, Melbourne and Perth. Yeah. Yeah. So there's a bit of a like a 6-week tour.
Nice.
So I'm going to say it's been quite difficult. Yeah, and I say it's been difficult for one, the time difference.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I mean, having to mute your phone in the middle of the night is definitely worth doing it because it does wake up the family when the old emails start pinging left, right, and center. So I found the silent button on my phone, which is definitely. I normally don't do that, but yeah. So I've managed to hit the do not disturb button.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also as you are aware that from a silent disco point of view, and if our listeners aren't, we have, because of the shows that we do, we have 3 DJs on the stage at once, and we go through the set lists of what music and genres will go on a particular channel for a particular DJ. And obviously the Australian one, there's a lot of different artists.
Yeah, I was going to say that. How does the music work?
There's not. I mean, I would probably go and say there's probably 85% of what we would know in the UK, but there's a lot of songs from the 80s and 90s on the list that are Australian based that I go, well, I don't even know who that is.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm gonna. The list got passed to me today, actually. So I've had a look at the list today, but I'm gonna do a little bit of Spotifying and listen to a few and see if I go, do I know that? Do I know that? And yeah, and see how much of a difference there is. But it has been a bit of a challenge. Yeah, setting this up with DJs that are in a completely different.
I can see that. I mean, the logistically, because it being nightmare because of the, as you say, because of the time difference.
Yeah.
I mean, that must be a proper kick in the teeth as well.
But and so people, the DJs that don't know what I do, the week before we have a show that we're doing here, I will create a WhatsApp group, and within the WhatsApp group has the management team for the company. It has the 3 DJs that are involved on that show, and it has the event manager as well in that little WhatsApp group, and it just highlights sound checks when people arrive and when doors are opening, just the normal spill. And yeah, I'm having to do the same for the Australian shows as well.
It must be quite, because you never actually met them, have you?
No.
That must be quite tough.
It's all via email communication, which is a bit, yeah. So we're going to.
I think you should have negotiated a little bit harder to go out there. Yeah, you should have said, look, I really feel I need to be out there
for the continuity of the brand. Is that what we're saying?
Absolutely. That would be the angle I would go on.
Yeah.
6 weeks in Australia.
Yeah.
I'll get divorced for that.
Yeah. So it's been a bit of a strange one, to be honest. But once again, what this podcast has done, and the social media community from even the UK stuff has been interesting, and it's opened up a few doors. I'd like to say that I've opened a few doors for people rather than me opening doors or me getting doors open for me. But it's just spreading the love a little bit. Like I wasn't going, well, hold on a minute, you got to send me to Australia. I've got to. Listen, we've got over 80 dates in the UK to fill. from January to December. So there's plenty of stuff that we're doing here. But it's just interesting how the company's now starting to grow, and we're now obviously taking on Australia as well. So yeah, interesting.
I've got loads of silent discos this year. Actually, I'm really looking forward to all of them as it goes.
Yeah.
Well, Phil, like that. Things could change. Yeah, I thought that was coming. Yeah. Okay, mate. Well, let's hope it doesn't.
Just saying, yeah.
Yeah, you can open the doors for me, but you can quickly close them. Is that what you're saying?
I'll tell you what, they can close quicker than you go in.
Global.
Yeah.
Global.
Yeah, so we're going global with silent discos in incredible places. We are heading to Australia for the Aussie tour as well.
Have we got any listeners in Australia yet?
We have. We do,
baby. Love that.
We do have listeners in Australia. I'm hoping somebody gets in touch. That'll be quite nice.
That would be good. They've got to drop us a quick little message.
Yeah, I know. And the fact I'm getting emails through the night from people in Australia anyway. Just add it. Just add it
to the list.
Add another one to the list. Yeah.
You never know. They might say, "Oh, listen, I'd like to invite you over to Australia."
But you never know.
It's all about isn't it?
Yeah.
Social media is a powerful thing, my friend.
It would, but I like the idea of a sponsor. That'll be handy. Yeah. Anyway, you can wish. Listen, we may get one in when we get to our year point.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, we never started this to make any money. To be fair,
no, very true. We didn't. It was more about
because it was going to cost as much as it has.
Cost you or me?
Well, both of us.
Okay.
It's cost you more.
Yeah. Listen. It's not about. I say it every time when we talk about this. It's not about the cost of certain elements of what we're doing and what we're trying to get out there. One, I like the brand that we've created. Two, I like the conversation that we have about DJing.
Yeah.
I know from the feedback that we get from people who listen to the show, they enjoy it, they like our style, they like us talking about different areas of the business and the industry that we work in, whether you're a club DJ, mobile DJ, whatever it may be. So I know people enjoy it. So for me,
it's good fun. And the comments that we get, great. I mean, Nick's comment was great, and all of that. I'm hoping it would appear that what we're doing is a good thing, and people are taking those little nuggets of information that we've got, past experiences.
What are those nuggets called? It's a Groove Junction goodie. There you go.
That's what they're called. And we've had some wicked guests on. Well, all of them be wicked, but they've shared their experiences through DJing, and people can relate to that.
Absolutely.
And I think that's always been one of our goals.
It's quite powerful.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. What you got coming up this week, mate?
I just got the one this weekend, which is the annual disco for adults and young people with learning difficulties.
Was this the Christmas one that didn't go ahead?
This is the one, yeah. It didn't go ahead because they had I can't remember what it was. Something in the water or something.
Did they have a sewage issue or something?
Something to do with the water. I can't remember what it was now. But so they had to postpone it. But that's this week. And I love it. It's just great. It's just 2 hours of
good.
Yeah. So, and that is it. That is literally all I have. And I believe, is it this weekend, Valentine's Day? Is that this weekend?
Friday, sir. Friday.
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame. I'm out Friday.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, Friday. No. Yeah, Friday. Yeah.
It's definitely Friday. Yeah, Friday. Yeah. I am silent disco again. Valentine's evening. On the doorstep here, St Albans. So literally,
nice.
An 8-9 minute drive up the road for me into St Albans for a 90s evening.
You know what? It's funny because I went through St Albans on the way home from Hereford Friday night.
Yes, you had slight road closures on the
honestly
at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Honestly, right? The M25 was closed. I get that. Best time to do it is in the middle of the night. I get that. Follow the square diversion route. I followed the square diversion route. I came back onto the M25 before the closure, and I thought maybe I misread it, so I did it again. followed the square, and it brought me out the same place. So I ended up.
That was the problem.
Well, he says follow the square. I followed the square.
Yeah.
You know, and then I followed the sat nav. I don't know where I went.
Listen, you got home safe.
I did get home safely, thank you. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
There you go.
Luckily, my emergency glove box full of goodies and snacks was quite well stocked.
And you could always just tap in and listen to the Groove Junction yet again in the car, just to add another.
It's funny. I did listen to the Groove Junction on the way home.
There you go.
Just because I like the sound of my own voice.
That's just weird.
I was listening to the other day in the car, and my boy Clark got in the car and he goes, "Oh, Dad, really?" And I went, "Yeah, really." Right. Basically, if you want to sit in the front seat, you got to listen, right? And obviously, we were talking about something, and I started laughing, right? And you started laughing, and he turned around and he went, "Are you two laughing at your own jokes?" Like, yeah, we are.
See, only entertainment we get, Clark, unfortunately.
That's it. I'm afraid so, boy. But there. Yeah. There you go.
All
St.
good.
Albans, love it.
Yeah, St. Albans Silent Disco with Katie, DJ Decibels, and Archie.
Love Archie.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a good night.
Good stuff.
All right, mate. Thank you everyone for listening. We are the Groove Junction. You can find us on all of your podcast providers, and obviously you have found us on those providers because you've just listened to this wonderful little episode.
Episode 27.
Episode 27. We're also on YouTube, and you can watch this as well on YouTube, as well as Spotify video as well. We are there to be drooled at. I don't know, gazed at. I don't know.
Drooled. I don't know about drooled.
No, maybe that's.
I don't think we're page 7 material, to be fair.
Or anything. All right. God, it's going to be a tough week.
It's not quite quick though this evening. I won't lie.
Yeah,
you say that every time, John.
Yeah, you say that every time, John. Don't forget, everyone, Pro Mobile Awards as well. The link is in the description, and I've just put it back up on the screen again. So if you want to go and do your voting, DJ community, do so at Pro Mobile /awards there. And yeah, you can vote for that retailer as we discussed at the start.
Can I get my trophy out next week? Because we're running out of time. Like before the Pro Mobile, can I get my trophy out and just have it? Can I do that for next week?
Okay, next week you can get your trophy out.
Yeah,
and then that's it. That's it. You're done after that.
Sounds like a head teacher.
Absolutely.
All I will say that if you do win the DJ's DJ award, you're only allowed to have the trophy on display once.
Listen, well, I'm not even thinking that far ahead. All right.
I don't want you to win because I don't want to get all the grief from it. Because you'll take the mickey out of me.
Never. It's never. Thanks for listening, everyone. Have a safe weekend ahead, whatever you're doing. Enjoy your gigs. Do your gigs the way you want to do them to the highest level.
Have fun doing it.
And deliver them. That's what we're here to do. Get that feedback, promote that feedback, and then move on to the next one. Have a good week, Johnny boy.
And you, buddy.
Catch you later, mate.
Be safe, be lucky.
See ya.